Good morning. This is the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Saturday, August 21st. Impact map shows a strong frontal system pushing through with cool temperatures, lots of showers across northern, eastern Idaho, and scattered showers pushing into much of northern central Utah as well. But there is a dry, windy side to this system across northwestern Nevada, and that's where our fuels are the driest. We expect to see widespread winds of maybe 30, maybe even gusting to 40 miles per hour. And since these will be southwesterly winds, there is also the smoke that will be transported with it across parts of Nevada into far western Utah. We see more smoke being pushed into the region again on Sunday into Monday as dry air comes in, and our west to southwest flow is more favorable, unfortunately, to push a lot of that smoke back into a good portion of the Great Basin. Smoke forecast for this afternoon on the left near the surface, and tomorrow afternoon you can see the further transport of that smoke. Vertically integrated smoke this afternoon on the left, tomorrow afternoon on the right. So far in the past 24 hours, on the right, we did have some lightning across western Idaho in the pre-dawn hours, and that'll continue to expand and spread further eastwards today. There was some wetting rain with it, maybe a couple of hundredths of an inch to a tenth of an inch. You can see these green enhanced shades there, but in some of the drier fuels, the possibility of some ignitions exists. Initial attack pretty light today. New fire starts in the red, only 2 small ones. Existing or recent fires in the yellow. Over the past 7 days, excluding the last 24 hours, you can see how much precipitation we've had across the Arizona Strip, Utah, basically the eastern half of the Great Basin. You can see how much above normal that is. Purple shade indicates 600% of normal across much of the eastern Great Basin, but there's a sharp dividing line right along the Utah-Nevada border, much below normal and drier further to the west. ERC point map shows where the same issues basically, where fuels are basically benign in the green, very minimal chance of large fire, and in our far western areas where fuels are still critical. Satellite imagery shows the upper level low near Portland. Again, the front with the moisture here across western Idaho will be spreading across eastern Idaho, northeast Nevada, much of northern Utah, and into Wyoming later today and tonight with lightning, but also some showers. And the tight packing of these height lines indicates winds. And we can see that tight packing of the height lines and the drier air into western Nevada. There's our high risk for wind currently as we see it. Otherwise, further north and east, fairly benign. And that's because those humidities in Idaho and Utah 25, 35, even close to 50%. But in that drier pocket in the west, humidity in the teens, you can see those stronger winds in the orange and purple shades, 30 to 40 miles per hour. And those winds will extend further south and eastwards into Utah, except fuel's still too moist and humidity too high further east. Now for Sunday, we see drier air pushing in, still moderate southwest breezes. That'll start drying things out, but you can see how much we've moistened up across Idaho, Wyoming, and parts of Utah and Nevada. So the humidity starting to dry out, but still 20% or above across the eastern half of the Great Basin. Moderate breezes here across Nevada, still dry across the west. And that dry pattern continues on Monday. Humidity is really starting to dry out now. We're starting to see single digits and teens pushing into just about the entire area. Some breezy conditions across the Snake River Plain, especially the eastern part, but fuel's still too moist there. 3-day precipitation totals, you can see them through here. A light to moderate rainfall across the northern portion of the Great Basin down to about the I-80 corridor, but again, mostly east of Elko at this point. We continue dry as we go into next week. Tuesday, that dry southwest flow continues with near normal temperatures. I wouldn't call it hot. Some higher humidity up in Idaho. They'll be slower to dry out there. This is Wednesday, another front coming through, maybe some scattered light showers over far northern portions of our geographic area, otherwise drier to the south. And then Thursday, we see a tropical system, possibly a storm or a hurricane down south in Baja, but across our area, high pressure building in, still breezy conditions. And towards the end of the week, high pressure really starts building in. We should see temperatures maybe 5 to 10 degrees above normal in many areas. And you can see our PSA starting to dry out. 7-day precipitation totals. And the 8 to 14-day outlook, August 28th to September 3rd. See warmer than normal across most of the Great Basin, except near normal in the far north, and a drier than normal signal in most areas, except maybe a slight monsoonal push across southern portions of Nevada and southwest Utah. This concludes our briefing. Have a great day.